Hi, and welcome to today's episode. We're talking about how to get more business in Toronto using classified ads on Craigslist and Kijiji. My name's Andy. I'm the owner of GetMoreReferrals.ca, Toronto's premier search engine optimization company and lead generation company in Toronto. And we specialize on this. Our website has tons of testimonials, and we are a testament to this field. But you know what? Let's focus on today's conversation on classified ads. So what I want to get over today is the elements of a successful ad, and there's three major elements. Now this is at a high level, but it's very important, especially if you're brand new into working your business and trying to get leads into your business, some really qualified leads. Focus on these three fundamentals. These three fundamentals will just build upon in my next videos. So number one, the headline. Now nothing else will work unless you get your headline right. Now, in order to get your headlines is what really captures the attention of your visitor, because they're browsing. You need to interrupt them. The only way you can interrupt them is your headline. Now, we've got some special techniques, such as using really funky images that captures people's attention. And we've tested this, and it works 3, 5, 6 times better than our just plain text headlines. Now, in order to get a hold of that, you need to visit our site at GetMoreReferrals.ca. And on that site, you will find these hidden goodies. But you've got to look, but you'll find them. And when you find them, it will change your response rates, guaranteed. Let's look at some examples. For example, insider pricing on foreclosures, the banks can provide. Let's break this down. Now, what really captures you about this is that this is full of curiosity, such as insider pricing on foreclosures. We're talking to people that are looking to buy a property, investors, or even private home buyers. Now, the banks can provide. Now, we know the banks keep some things behind it. But you know what? This agent that's advertising using this headline has information that even the banks don't have. And the prices might be low, because we all know the banks are out to get you, right? Wink, wink. All right, let's talk about the next one. Up to 2,000 square feet painted in 24 hours or your money back. Now, this is an example of a guarantee headline. Why? Because you're going to get your money back. And what I also says that if you've got a house that's under 2,000 square feet or 2,000 square feet, we can paint it in 24 hours. So this is an awesome ad for a painter. Why? Because this shows that I can get you guys in and out of my house, and that's a huge benefit. And if you guys don't do it right or don't do it in 24 hours, I'm going to get my money back. Now the details of this ad is what we talk about in the body. Now in the body, I have to stress this. You need to keep it short. Keep it short and to the point. Get to what you want to say instantly, because as soon as they come into your ad, they've got tons of questions and they're ready to move on. They're browsers. So if you can explain what you can offer in about 3 sentences, maximum 4, you've already lost them. And they might, if you're lucky, they might email you and say, hey, you know what, can you send me some more information? You'll be lucky. But you know what? Keep it to 3 to 4 points, and I guarantee they will take action. Why? Because that is the goal. Your goal is to keep the reader attention long enough to take an action, and the action in this case is just to either have them phone you or to email you. Alright, now one last thing I want for you to keep in mind is that because these classified ads allow you to use colors through use of HTML, and I have another video that'll talk about how to do HTML without even knowing HTML. It's kind of like using Microsoft Word, okay, but we'll get into that next. But use colors sparingly. Maximum, I suggest, is 3 colors, and use colors only to highlight certain things that you want their attention to go to. The biggest thing you want their attention to go to is your call to action, which is either to call you or to email you. All right, finally, let's talk about the closing, which is the whole part of calling and emailing you. And I just talked about only 2 ways to contact you. Now, typically email, you have no choice. You register with email into these classified ads. They will display or have some form of your email, so you'll always have that way. But I suggest using your phone. All right, I use my mobile phone, and the reason why I like that is because I ask them to text me. And you know what? Most people will text me because they rather not talk to somebody. They feel like they're going to be sold. So texting is very invasive. So I get most of my responses by texting. A few people will call me, but most will text me asking for more information. I call them back, and I typically will give them enough information to prove that I am an expert in search engine optimization, and bam, they'll be my client. Now, I suggest you really take some time to look into the sort of images you use about your service or product. It needs to complement the message. It's really important. Okay, now in Kijiji I use two images, one of my product and service, and the other is an image that will show when the person is browsing the ad. I have another video that will cut that down. It's really quick, so I highly suggest you go to my website at getmorereferrals.ca, get that video. You're gonna love it. Alright, finally, just what I talked about. Go to getmorereferrals.ca. We've got tons of resources there for businesses in Toronto, in fact anywhere. You don't have to be in Toronto. My methods work across the globe. Alright, so but I strongly suggest you go there. It's a wealth of information. Your mind will blow away as to some of the simple things you can do. It's all hidden in human psychology, and that's what I focus on when I try to get leads for my clients. Now, I always like to hide things. I've got a few hidden things on my website. It's in the blog. Okay, that's your hint. Go to my blog. You're going to find a hidden page, but don't worry. There is a way to get the password. Once you get the password, you get into the vault of my brain. All right, and that's where I have some of my best information. So I'll see you on the other side.